Now, no doubt one of the great feel-good stories of the moment is that of the Southern Highlands horse whisperer Sue Broster, whose program helps damaged and fragile people become whole again. Now, Sue offers physical, emotional and mental healing via her herd of horses, and I'm glad Sue's on the line right now. Are you there, Sue?
Yes, I am. Hello, Warren.
Is it a herd of horses or a pack of horses?
It's a herd.
It's a herd. There you go. Okay. Now, this is really interesting because the Horse Whisperer was the name of that wonderful movie, and that was about horses, someone having a great connection to help the horse. But you use horses to help people.
We do. I have 10 horses in the herd at the moment, and some very special, unique individuals in there. Some horses give more to people than others. Some are magical in what they can do. But all horses tend to support us, and I think that's been well documented over history.
That's an interesting thing. I mentioned this earlier in the show, knowing that you were coming on, about animals knowing that humans are suffering, be it physically or mentally or whatever the case may be. And dogs I know in particular, but you think a horse knows when someone's in pain?
Absolutely. I think horses are much more aware of energies and vibrational changes around them, and they pick up on what's going on inside us. I think all animals do, yes.
Okay, so how does it work? Do you have a program or a way of working with people?
Look, I've trained in 3 different methodologies so far, and it's a very difficult thing to describe because each session is completely unique to the person or the people present. Generally, the work takes the form of exercises with the horses, with people on the ground. Occasionally, people will get on a horse, but it's not to learn to ride, it's to get the therapeutic benefit from being up there.
Right. So even people who would not like to ride or don't feel comfortable doing that can benefit?
Absolutely, and I think actually people who are non-horse people benefit more because they don't have preconceived ideas as to who and what horses are.
Yeah, so I read through that gamut in my introduction there. So you deal with the physical, the emotional, the mental healing?
Yes, all aspects. We all need help in all areas.
Yeah. And what kind of results are you seeing? Do you notice a change in people?
Sometimes it's blatantly obvious at the time. Other times it can be more progressive. I've had people who say that the feeling that they have is black and white. They walk into the paddock feeling like one person, and as they walk out they feel totally different because of the transformations and shifts or the experiences that they've had during the session. Whereas other people will come repeatedly, sort of week after week or month after month, and the changes are more gradual, but they're still noticeable.
So how did you decide to go into this area? What made you decide that horses would help people?
Personal experience, I think, and fate. They've helped me tremendously throughout my life. I was a riding coach for many years up in Sydney, and I witnessed an awful lot of how horses help people, even through coaching. And it just became apparent to me that a lot of people can be helped through this, and I'm really passionate about bringing it out into the world and helping people.
Yeah, I mean, if you spend a bit of time with horses, you know that they've got very unique personalities, the same as humans do, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, they really, really do. So do you find that, therefore, some of your herd work better with than others, or work better with certain individuals than other individuals?
They do, but I can also never predict which horse is going to step up and do what. That's one of the magical things I love about it. Right. I think I can have a plan, and I can think I know what's going to happen and which horse might come to the session. But I've been absolutely blown away by what the horses can do. I can't predict. Bottom line, I can have a plan, but I can't predict.
So how did you choose the 10 horses you've got?
I think I did intuitively. I've bought many of my horses from photos because I can read horse personalities just from looking at a photo.
Yep.
Some have come to me because they've been traumatised. Others have just crossed my path for other reasons. And like we said, they're all unique. They all offer different things, and their experiences, I think, bring different things as well.
So if I was taking part in your program, what would I do? Obviously, get in the paddock with the horse, but do I just stand there and hope the horse comes up, or what?
Well,
how do you start that interaction?
If people are really, really scared or nervous about being with the horses, they don't actually have to go in with them.
No.
What I find is that most people do in the end, even if they start off scared, and I have got one horse who's particularly good at befriending people. like I said earlier on, it's difficult to describe what might happen. If somebody comes to me with emotional or anxiety-ridden sort of issues, I will take one approach, which will be more of a quiet, therapeutic, getting into their body sort of approach. Whereas an autistic kid or a family going through trauma at home will take a totally different approach as well. It's a really difficult question to answer. I'm not trying not to answer it.
No. You're just saying every different circumstance means a different approach.
It is, and every session is unique, and I'm very intuitive with what I do on top of my training, and what the horses do changes the whole time. So it's very much an in-the-moment experience.
Yeah, so obviously those that have been through physical problems is quite an obvious thing. The emotional and the mental issues that the horses try to heal, or I don't know if they actually try to heal, but the interaction helps with the healing process. How have people been finding you? Where's that connection been made?
Obvious contacts, I think, from previous businesses and friends. I've currently got a Facebook page, I've got a website, and I'm talking to people like you, trying to get the word out there. There are other people like me out here doing this work, and I think all of us doing it very much want to spread the word and encourage people to give it a go, because it works.
Well, how do people get hold of you then?
My website is eurekahorsewisdom.com.au. I've got email and phone and all the normal contact information on that. And there's also a Facebook page, Eureka Horse Wisdom.
Okay, eurekahorsewisdom.com.au, the Facebook pages, so also Eureka Horse Wisdom.
It is.
Thank you for joining us, Sue. Good luck.
Thank you very much for your time, Warren.